Hello, my name is Mad Max, and today's episode is about a person called Hubble. Because he was an actual person before becoming a telescope. And he was working on a pretty big one at his time, when one day he was looking through the telescope and saw. Wait a second! The Spiral Nebula is actually a galaxy? There are two galaxies in the universe? This was a big deal. Because before Hubble, people were unsure what those spiral nebulas actually were. They were unsure how far they were away from our galaxy. And they thought maybe they're actually a part of our galaxy. So naturally, this was a big deal, and Hubble was really excited. Oh boy, I better calm my nerves by looking into this empty spot in the sky. The fuck? So they discovered that all spiral nebulas are actually other galaxies, and that this universe thing is a little bit bigger than they originally thought. Then they found another astonishing fact. According to this publication by Sci-Fi, 79% of all the galaxies are actually moving away from us. Now most people would think, meh, 80%. But when a scientist hears something like that, when a scientist hears 80% of something is doing something, they get itchy, right? They think, man, there might be actually something to this. There might be a discovery to be made. And then they realize, I can get funding for this. And he did. And so he found out that there's a positive correlation between the speed of the galaxies and the distance to us. The universe is actually expanding. Now, how do we have to think about this expanding universe? Let's say we have a raisin bread, okay? Let's say we have an expanding raisin bread. And in this expanding raisin bread, we have 3 raisins, okay? So our three raisins. This is our home raisin, right? This is our home raisin. And now this raisin bread expands. That means that the space between the raisins is expanding. So let's just say our home raisin remains stationary because it's easier to think about it this way. And let's say that all the other raisins are both moving 1 centimeter, right? So like this. This raisin right here moved 1 centimeter, right? And this raisin right here moved again 1 centimeter away from this, okay? This moved 1 centimeter away from this, and this moved 1 centimeter away from this. However, we are not an outside observer. We are not looking at it from this perspective. We are looking at it from the view of our home raisin. And to our home raisin, it looks like it looks like this raisin right here has traveled 1 centimeter, but for our home raisin, it looks like this has traveled 2 centimeters. And it's true. Relative to our home raisin, this raisin has traveled twice the distance, because it's twice as far away, and because there's twice as much space between our home raisin and raisin number 2. So for us, it looks like this second raisin has twice the speed. It's twice as far away. It has twice the speed. So, by seeing the same thing happening in the universe, by seeing the same thing happening with other galaxies, right? Not raisins, but our galaxy, Milky Way, galaxy number 1, galaxy number 2. And by looking all around the universe and seeing this happening, we were realizing the universe is actually expanding. And this is a really interesting fact, because if the universe is expanding right now, if you turn the time back, everything gets closer and closer together. And if you turn the time back far enough, you get to a point in time where everything was concentrated at one point in the universe. And thus, the theory of the Big Bang was born. Thanks for watching this episode, and tune in next time when we meet this guy. Hello, my name is Arnold Penzias, and I discovered that the Big Bang Theory might actually be true.